Hello everyone. Today, the topic of my discussion is on Shahbaz Gill. As you all know, the Pakistan political situation has changed. Imran Khan has decided to protest against the Shahbaz Gill arrest. Although PMLN and PDM, mostly PMLN, is saying that no wrongdoing has been done to Shahbaz Gill, there is no physical harm to him, but the PTI is saying that he was physically tortured, most of they say assaulted, abused, uh, and even there are few people who are saying that he was raped as well. Again, it's debatable, and we don't know what is going on with Shahbaz Gill, as he has not been given a chance to talk to media or anything like that. They both the sides have their own defense, but I would like to say that if Shahbaz Gill has been tortured, then it is a very sad situation. Because any viewpoint, as Americans say, that we the people have the right to say anything in front of anyone. I think that in Pakistan you don't have that right, or you cannot say anything, or the freedom of speech has been ended, or what they call it. But still, it's what PTI is saying, not me. I'm just saying that what is going on in our country. As economic crisis is increasing, Pakistan is facing not just a political and economic crisis, and another problem rose, which is a very huge issue for Pakistan, that is flooding. India has left water, which caused a huge alarm and huge panic in Pakistan. They said they wanted, we were not prepared. I don't know what happened actually, but still, it's a huge question. And I'm trying to find out what is going on exactly in this world that India releases water to Pakistan and Pakistan has to defend it, and to counter this thing, we have to work on it. Still, as political situation is unstable, so is the country. Every province is facing their own problems, especially Sindh, KPK, and Balochistan. Balochistan went through flood, and many of the homes were broke down to pieces. Many of the families were strained. Many of the families got into trouble, and many of the families had to move from that place. This is a very annoying situation for the people, because winter is coming in Pakistan. There is a huge time of winter from September till December until February. There is a winter season. So the crisis rises because if people are shelterless or homeless, they will face a lot of problems. The other problem is that political instability and political, what I call a warfare, has given another issue for the people. That is the governments, both the governments, as well as opposition, as well as the government. Both of the parties are not serious about people's issue. People are facing many issues. One of the biggest issue is that they do not have enough sources to feed their families. Uh, no party has yet offered to help those people, as petrol prices have humongously rise from this change of regime, and it is about almost double the price which was before. Now the question, obviously, we can debate on it that Pakistan is going through crisis, and PMLN is saying that we had to make those hard choices because we had to deal with IMF. They are giving us funds, so we have to take down their policy, and we have to look for their policy, and what they say, we have to follow them. PTI is saying that we don't need to get those prices high that much, because we were in a crisis situation before, but we handled it very well. Again, it is debatable. Both the sides have their story. My point of view is to tell you what is going on exactly and what the people are saying. Another issue about the Shahbaz Gill, today, that I have gone through most of our media channels, is that Shahbaz Gill was tortured and he is a patient of asthma, or asthma, if you say. The problem with that is, if he is a patient and if he's telling the truth, both the stories have to be made. I'm not sure, I haven't met any one of them, but still, if he is the patient of asthma, if he dies, In this situation, what will this lead us? That police killed him or the government killed him because government said that everything is done legally. It means that police can kill legally any person, and if they torture him and if he dies, they say, "Oh, sorry, man, he just died because of we tried to take some answers out of it." But if he lives again, if he faces a severity of it, and if he's punched or beaten up, then again they said that this is how in Pakistan things are done. I'm sure the auditors team that work in America and all over the world will see this that in Pakistan there is no such thing as freedom of speech, as you all know. And Imran Khan started a debate on freedom of speech, although there are a few questionable acts that he did in his time era. Obviously, those questions can be raised. He had his own point of view. Still, it's arguable that he shouldn't have done that, and he should have. If he should have done it, he should have done it in a very, a very different way, not in a way that people consider it that it is against the media and it is against the rights of the media people. The other problem that rise from this situation is that everyone is looking at Shahbaz Gill issue. Nobody is concerned about the people. One of the main issues that rose that one person committed a suicide because he couldn't afford to live in Pakistan. He cannot leave the country again because it requires money. Is this Pakistan safe to live? That is up to people to decide, which are the listeners. You can tell me in the comments what you think about this political situation. But still, what do you think? If someone just burns himself up and nobody cares about it, and people just laugh at it, and people just say, "Oh, that happened, let's move on. There are huge issues to discuss with the world." And what will this rise to? And where will it end? If Imran Khan protests, what will he gain from it? Again, it's a question that obviously Imran Khan and PTI members can answer that. And what will opposition or what will the government will achieve? Again, it's a huge question. That if they try to stop him, if we try to shut him down, or as they say, okay, we will lock him up and we'll seize him, what will they achieve? If that creates a problem or political pressure, and if people get against that policy, what will happen? Imran Khan is facing a lot of problems nowadays. One of the biggest problem is one of the Tosha Khana case, and the other is not displacing of his not displacing the not disclosing the property of the party and where it get funds from. Again, it's a questionable, and in Pakistan, you have a very huge problem in legalizing thing. It is the fact. You cannot legalize thing. Almost every person in Pakistan wants to stay away from legal powers and legal channels because that creates a huge problem. I myself, as a Pakistani, think that the taxes should be in a way that people can easily pay them. It is still complicated and it is very hard to pay taxes in Pakistan. If you don't know, people are still trying, and Imran Khan tried his level best. I would say that to legalize or to, get the taxes from the people, even the opposition, few opposition people are saying. Mufta Ismail has said that we cannot reach the prices that people want because of the IMF terms and conditions. What are those terms and conditions? I'm not sure. Obviously, as a normal Pakistani, I don't know the situation completely. But still, these are all the issues are making this country more vulnerable. An enemy is taking advantage of it. But let me tell you this: Pakistan will get out of this situation, and Pakistan will rise from these issues. I thank you all for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you think and what want to know about Pakistan as an outsider. I would like you to please make a statement about Pakistan and what you think that this should be happening in Pakistan. Thank you all for watching. This is Usman Chaudhary. Goodbye.